You know those annoying tasks that never seem to get done? We all have a list, right? I know I do. All those little things that are kind of a problem, but they're never a big enough problem to necessitate you doing something about? Well, this year in the lead up to Christmas, I set a challenge to see how many of them I could get done in 12 hours. That's right, you've heard of the 12 days of Christmas? Well, this is 12 hours of doing those annoying things that you want to get done, but you somehow never get around to them, even though you'll be happier when they're done because they'll be nice, but mostly it's kind of just cleaning. Good morning. It is currently 6 a.m. exactly. I've had not very much sleep. I cannot overstate how unusual it is for me to be up this early, especially given that I haven't had very much sleep. I'm so tired. I had an idea for this video a while ago based off Bo Miles' 24-hour marathon. I will not be running a marathon, nor will I be doing this for 24 hours. But I want to do 12 hours of just doing things around the house. Christmas is in just a few days, and my house is a mess. I've been working a lot. The end-of-year concert season is pretty busy. So I've been out working a lot and have not been home cleaning up. And I would like to have a clean house for the Christmas holidays because that would be nice. And I've just always thought it would be fun to make a video like this. I have a list on my phone of just random jobs. We start at 6 a.m. I'm gonna go until 6 p.m. and we're just gonna get as much done as we can. I cannot overstate, this is not a normal morning for me. I usually get up much later and I'm not productive first thing. That is the point of this video and that is the point of this channel. So if you're new here, welcome to Determined to Fail. My name is BJ. I'm usually not this tired. Apparently this microphone is about to go flat and I swear I charged it. So maybe I'll start by putting the battery on charge. I'm almost awake too, which is pretty cool. Let me show you one of my favorite things that I've added to my film equipment collection this year. Behold, my battery charging station. This is just a shelf in my wardrobe with a Lego set on it. But I just put all of my battery chargers. I've got my two Sony chargers. I've got a USB-C MPF charger there as well. And I can just plug everything into it and just charge all my gear. And it's just always ready. There's a flat surface to put everything on. It can just sit here on the shelf and everything just works. And then while it's charging, I can just do that and it stays out of the way, nice and hidden. Just in case you get the impression that this is something I do often, there is one other page written in this book. So, and that was a week ago. My quote-unquote journaling of the day has consisted of just writing out a bunch of stuff that I want to get done. There's a lot of things on here. I don't expect to get them all done. This is just everything that I could think of, and I'll probably add more things. Film the video intro at 6 a.m. is on here, so that I can cross off. That is so much better. Change batteries in charging station lights. Done. What was happening? Shout out to Neil Whitaker for the butterfly wing that I'm using for my bookmark in Revelation. Literally the only person in the world that's going to get that reference. But if you know, you know. I still don't know why I have it, but I do. Bible reading has been ticked off. I need to actually copy and format this SD card because it's nearly full. And if I'm going to be filming on this camera all day, I need some space on the card. So that is the next job. Yes, glorious PC. SD card has been cleared and formatted. We're good to go. had some breakfast, 7:41. I'm ready to get into the day properly now. And the first thing I'm gonna do is clean because the house is a mess. My FX3 is just sitting on the floor in my kitchen. What is even happening? So we need to fix that. 3 minutes past 10. I have cleaned the entire house, cleaned the kitchen, I vacuumed, I dusted, and I put a load of washing on, and I put the camera gear away. That's pretty good. I know cleaning isn't the most exciting thing to watch in the world, but that's kind of why I'm doing it first, so that we can get all the boring jobs out of the way, and then we can do some of the more fun things. It looks like a really nice day outside. I think I'm gonna go wash the car now, before it gets too hot out there. And then I think I'm gonna move on to some editing because I've just had some notes come through for an editing job for a client. So I might do that and then I might work on one of my videos. Maybe I'll even just start editing this. Or I've got a video for this channel that's almost finished. It's one of those complicated videos with lots of moving parts and it's almost there, but it's been almost there for like 3 editing sessions. So maybe I'll spend some time on that after I do the changes to the client's video. Then, this is what I've been reduced to, is making content about putting my washing out. So, how's your day going? Car is clean. So I'm gonna take a little break and make something else to eat. And then, let me have a look at my list. Ask DJI for a sponsorship. Oh yeah. Please, please, please. I will do anything if you sponsor me to talk about the Osmo Pocket 3. I've recommended this camera to so many people. A friend of mine just bought one yesterday or the day before. All you have to do is give me money and I'll talk about it in every video. Except I do that anyway. I'm right here. I have nearly 800 subscribers. That's 800 people that might see me talk about your camera if you paid me. I get money, you get me talking about your stuff. It really is a win-win situation. My business email is somewhere. You'll find a way to contact me. My door is open. All right, back to the video. I've had some lunch, so I'm feeling revived and ready to go. It is just after 12, which means I'm just past halfway. And it's gone a lot quicker than I thought it would. I feel like I'm not halfway through the things that I wanted to do. I know this sounds weird, but I want to cut the legs down on this table. I have this very, very fun, fancy table with guns painted on it, which I think is cool, but it's just too high. It's always been a little bit too high. So what I want to do is just take these off and move them up a little bit and then just cut like about that much off the bottom of the legs. And I've been meaning to do that for years, and I just keep forgetting. So that's definitely something that I want to try and get to today. So I'm gonna do some editing now. It's just a quick couple of changes for a client's video. I'm gonna go standing mode for this so that I can keep active a little bit, but I don't have an electric desk, so I just have to kind of do this every time. It does mean that I use the standing desk less. I thought it wouldn't. I thought it wouldn't be a problem. The arm workout part, I don't mind. The problem is that it takes forever. My hand is gonna hit that tripod if I keep going. Then sometimes I'll forget that I've pushed my chair underneath it, and then when I go to wind it back down, it gets like caught on the chair. And I've also nearly broken the HDMI cables out of my GPU a few times as well, for the same reason. The corner of the table gets stuck on them on the way down. But it's fine, all right? It's fine. Okay, where's my light? Buy one Aperture MC light and suddenly I think I'm a professional gaffer or something. The life of a filmmaker is an eternal mystery. This is the part of the editing process where I have to remember which one of my many hard drives has the files on it for the project that I want to edit. Probably this one. Come on, little hard drive. Oh, yes, let's go. I feel like when it comes to edit changes, sometimes it's a case of like wondering why a client is asking for some strange thing that's like not gonna actually make the video better, or you know, some really weird specific note that you kind of don't want to do. And then sometimes they just pick up on really, really obvious mistakes in your editing. I just missed a title, I just didn't add it in, and I just didn't add a video asset. Why? I don't know. And so sometimes your process of fixing videos is just going, oh yeah, let me just do that thing that I should have done in the first place. That was actually super simple. It took like 10 minutes, I think. Videos are all done. They are rendering out as I speak. It looks like it's gonna take about an hour or so. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go clean my bathroom, which I don't wanna do, but I'll only wanna do it less later. So I'm gonna do it now. Why are you following me like that? Stop. No, don't. That's right, we switched to cleaning hat. You know what's up. Bathroom clean. I didn't film it because it's boring, but check this out. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do now. Video is still rendering, so maybe I'll clean the skylines. Maybe that's the next thing I'll do. Yeah. Good thing I don't need those, am I right? Behold, the roof. I can't touch the roof because it's really hot. I didn't think about that. I feel like some gloves would have been quite helpful. Ow! Okay, yeah, I'm good. Bedtime's charm. Well, that was easy. So this is the one in my room, that's the one in the bathroom, and there's one over there in the other bathroom. So I'll clean that while I'm here too. It is much nicer being in the shade. It's much nicer. I'm gonna be able to see space from this when it's done. It'll be so clean. I'll be able to see the ISS, see the moon. I'll be able to see, like, Andromeda. It'll be great. I really should have brought my microphone with me. I didn't think of that. I should have brought some fresh water to rinse it and some shoes that didn't feel like they were about to slip off every time I take a step. We've really learnt things today, which I think is good and important and good. Really, ow! The roof is really hot. Really, I'm teaching you why not to clean your own skylights. Going to go do the other one, and then we'll get down. There we go, that's a big improvement. And it only took, how long did it take actually? An hour. Because I insisted on climbing the roof because I thought that would be, I wanted to be entertaining, you see. I also don't know how I'm going to get this camera down because I'm not going to throw it. And I was just going to jump. Haven't jumped off a roof in a while. Check it, it's your boy with a clean skylight. Please don't do this at home. Roofs are dangerous. I don't want anyone watching this video and then like climbing on a roof and hurting themselves. Entertainment purposes only. Yeah, that's the one. It is 2:15. The time has gone very quickly, I will say that. 12 hours sounds like a really long time. And then when you start doing things, 12 hours is not long at all. Just as a side note, I don't know if you're here for the nerdy stuff, but this little setup that I've been using today is like ridiculously easy to use. So I've just got the little Aperture MC just on a lighting stand in my room so that I can just move it around. And then I've got this little tripod base for the Osmo mounted to my tripod. And then I've got the extra battery thing with the little mini feet. So I can just sit it down on a table if I like. And then if I need to make it higher, I just literally push the button, pull the Osmo off there, put it on there. And the whole setup is tiny and super light. And I literally can just, bam, now it's on the tripod. It's like secure, it's not gonna fall over, like it's just, DJI, please, I should probably just do the table next, right? As much as I really wanna have a shower and just do fun, easy stuff like editing, I've been looking at that table for like a really long time. I'm getting distracted. I need to go. Basically, I just want to take about that much off the bottom of the legs to make it a little bit lower. The question is, how much do I trust my hand sawing skills? The story with this table is my mum and dad made it, I think before they were even married, with like whatever timber they had lying around. And I've just seen, I've never noticed this before. There's these just planks just nailed in. And then these legs are sitting on there, but these ones are full length. They go all the way down. So like, what was the thought process? I don't understand. All right, kids, here we are, the garden. Magical, the garden. The proper way to do this would be to use the that's sitting right over there, because it'd be much more precise, and given that this has to sit on the ground and not rock back and forth, that would be good. However, I'm told, is that right, Dad? You built this with a handsaw? Ah, so even this is an upgrade. I met someone who played a saw once, like as a musical instrument with a violin bow, and it sounded pretty much like what you think. Ah, okay, so behold, the original instrument that this table was constructed with. Thank you. This looks like it was last used just after the most recent ice age by people that lived back then. I'm not going to use that because it looks like it might be cursed. However, I don't think it would be right to use modern technology, so instead I'm gonna use this thing. Oh, there's a ladybug there. Look at that little fella. Having put this nicely up on the stands, I've just realized that I don't actually know how much shorter I want it, so I would like to make this at a height that I can sit at it on the floor, and then also so it's not so big in the room and taking up as much space. So if I measure the height, the height that my knees are, I feel like about 60 or 70 mil would be about right. Maybe 65? I'm gonna go 65. 65 millimeters, because I'm not from Canada. I feel a lot better about the level of precision that I need to achieve here. Remember when the last time I cut something with a handsaw was? Probably a long time ago. And I wasn't being eaten by mosquitoes. Oh, well, there's your problem. I know this looks crazy, but I just want to check the height before I cut the other legs. Because if I need to make it shorter, then I would like to know. Yeah, that's a lot more pleasant. It means you can like sit at it and like play cards or eat off it a little bit easier. It's far from my best work. Luckily, it's also far from my father's best work, so it'll be fine. Good as new. That's not going anywhere. Okay. I don't see or feel any rocking back and forth, and it is now lower. It's probably not going to come across too well on video, but it just sits in there a little more snugly now. Yeah, I really like that. There must have been sawdust on my boots. Okay, let me clean that up. Not on my nice clean floors, you don't. Coffee table has been successfully lowered. Just about 4 o'clock, so I have 2 hours left. Definitely starting to get a little bit tired, so a cup of tea is probably in order. I'd like to do the foam inserts for the camera next. Cut down the coffee table legs. That one's done. I cleaned the bathroom, did the edit changes. I cleaned the skylights. I didn't go for a walk, but I spent time outside, so I'm gonna tick that one off. I did ask for a DJI sponsorship. I have run into one slight issue with the camera case foam, which is that I don't remember where I put the foam or the core flute that I used to make the dividers. Materials have been acquired. It took me a lot longer than I thought to find all the things that I needed because I had stashed them in all sorts of places. It is 4:30 just about. So let me show you what we're doing. This is the FX30 box. It works fine, but I'm still using this like pull apart foam stuff. And it just means that like it's a bit clunky and I can fit less stuff in there, and you can see it's like kind of starting to fall apart. I showed it earlier, but this is my FX3 box. It just has plastic core flute with some adhesive foam on either side to make these little barriers. This box also used to have the pull apart foam stuff, and it meant that the dividers had to be like this thick between each thing, and like I literally doubled the amount of gear that I can fit in this bag purely just because I used these dividers. First order of business is to take everything out and figure out how I want it all to fit in there, because it's going to be a bit different and the layout might change a bit. So we have SD cards, the camera, and I have my 16 to 55 on there, some lens caps, I have my 11mm, I have my tripod adapter plate. This little den in here is the reason why I need to do this. Everything kind of just gets like squeezed down in there, and it's like very inconvenient. Lens hoods, power cables, lens adapters, more power adapters. That's an ND filter. There's a top rail. I've got 2 batteries, but I'm hoping I can have capacity for more power cables, Allen key, and I've been looking for that. So that's everything that was in there, and I'm hoping we can fit at least that plus more. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed watching me do a bunch of stuff. Realistically, it was just a lot of cleaning, really, wasn't it? But I did get a few fun things done, and I did finish off the camera case. I did work all the way up to 6 o'clock, and then I actually kept going for a few minutes. Had dinner, and then I just went back now and finished it. I succeeded in putting the exact same amount of gear in the same size case in a slightly different order, with different dividers. I didn't end up actually fitting any more in there, but it is organized in a better way, and I'll have to take less things out to get to the things that I need to use, which will be good. And as much as you can just pull out the thing that you actually want to use and not rummage around and take other things out, it is helpful when you're, especially if you're in a theater or something and you're very tight for space and you don't have anywhere to put things down, it's helpful. At the very least, it matches and it's a little bit more organized. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for ages, so that was good. We got the table cut down, we cleaned the entire house, we washed the skylights in the most inconvenient way possible, and hopefully you had a good time too. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new around here, welcome to Determined to Fail. I don't usually make videos like this. I usually make videos about art and creativity, filmmaking, dancing, all of those things. So if you're interested, you can check those things out. I'm really tired now. There's so many videos on the way. I just need to do more days like this, but where I sit and edit. And then they'll get done. But subscribe, I guess. Oh, don't forget.